Today's drawing started as a mess, and it somehow turned into this. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Atreyu, and I'm drawing something new with ink every single day for InkTober. And if you're returning to this challenge, welcome back. Today is day 15 of the series. My goal for today was to create a demon overwatcher of some broken man. And what I want to talk to you about today is something really big and important, and that is trusting the process. Now, how many of you do this with whatever you're doing? Let's say you're creating a new art piece. How often do you believe that the process that you're following is going to work out to where you need it to be or want it to be? Maybe you don't believe this sometimes, or all the time, or most of the time. No matter how much you believe it or not, I think it's important to realize that nothing ever good is going to come from quitting too early or throwing in the towel or what have you, however you want to say it. Sticking with something, trusting the areas where it's going to look like crap before it improves is going to be massively beneficial to you in how you develop your work. Now, I'm only speaking from my own experience. That's all I can speak of, right? Because I don't claim to be any master artist or anything else like this. I'm just explaining things that have worked for me and I've thought about in the past that I think could be applicable to you and how you go about your own processes. So, to trust the process. Oh, by the way, how you say processy and process, it's a weird thing. It's not processes, processes. I don't know if you've heard people say that, but I've always go back and forth on that. I'm like, processes? Is that really how it is? Like if you see multiple moose, is it moosies? I'm just kidding. Obviously, there's multiple moose. Mice. You call them mice. But trusting the process is, I think, extremely valuable to you as you figure out whatever it is that you want to make. Because if you never follow through, then you can never actually understand for yourself what worked at the end of the piece and what didn't. I think you got to follow through in order to find the answer that you're looking for and to get the result that you're looking for, obviously. Now, is this easy to do? No, it could be hard. Doubts come in, which is natural, and you want to question whether or not you should continue. Is it valuable or is it worth your time to put in additional hours into something that you might not think is heading in the direction that you want it to do? Well, I bet you that most of the time, if you stick through it, it will shift to a place that you're happy with. Now, if it doesn't, no worries. You can still learn from that. It's all good. We've talked about that before. But if you don't stick with it, you might not ever know. I think there's a saying, right? If you don't fuck around, you won't ever find out. But the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. There's some sort of graph out there. Yeah, it's kind of like that. In trusting the process, because you kind of figure out what's working for you. And if you don't explore that kind of area, you won't ever know. I don't know how many other ways I can put that. Yeah, I think it's just important to experiment and to trust that you have the ability to learn what you need to do in order to improve things. And you can learn a lot more spending a lot more time on a piece than you do through throwing in the towel early. So, what do I think about today's art piece? Well, I think it turned out pretty fun. I was very loose on today's piece. And in the beginning, kind of like what we talked about trusting the process, I didn't think it was looking too well. But at the end, I'm happy that I pushed through, because I believe that this was probably one of the most energetic and exciting pieces yet in the series, and we're halfway through the series. I like how how I worked fast with all like the light strokes with the diluted ink to give it kind of that smoky, mystical see-through effect. I think that was pretty cool. Now, that's it for today's art. Now it's time for the question of the day. Have you ever tried inking yourself? And if so, what was the hardest part for you? For tomorrow, you can expect the piece to be something completely different than today's. Thank you for watching, and if you're following along on this journey every single day, you're officially a part of the challenge here with me. But I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace, my friends.